पाश्चात्यादेशता हरिणि
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare Namo Krishna
Jadavaya Namaha Srimad Sudham Pangun Langai Tegirim Sri Guru Dinatharinam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Hari Tat Sat. So today in the Lord Chaitanya compilation of book Bidding Farewell to the Residents of Kāśī, part 2. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 1.246
6 বছর ইতস্তত গমনাগমন রূপ মধ্যে লীলা 6 বছর প্রভু হইছে করিলা বিলাস কবু ইতি উতি গতি কবু ক্ষেত্র বাস
Translation. The Lord travelled all over India for 6 years. He was sometimes here and sometimes there, performing his transcendental pastimes, and sometimes he remained at Jagannath Puri.
So for 6 years, Lord Chaitanya was traveling over South India, West India, East India, and North India.
So for 6 years, Lord Chaitanya was travelling all over South India, West India, North India, and East India. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 1.247
পুরীতে ভক্ত সঙ্গে নিত্য কীর্তন ও জগন্নাথ দর্শন আনন্দে ভক্ত সঙ্গে সদা কীর্তন বিলাস জগন্নাথ দর্শন প্রেমের বিলাস
Translation. While at Jagannath Puri, the Lord passed his time in great joy by performing Sankirtana and visiting the temple of Jagannath in great ecstasy.
This one explained how he did the kirtan around the Jagannath Puri temple.
This verse explains how the Lord did Kirtan around the Jagannath Puri temple
and how he would participate in the Rath Yatra.
and how he would participate in the Ratha Yatra.
And then he went to his travels.
But then he went to his travels. Chaitanya Bhagavata Antya Khanda 5.123
সবার করিয়া মনোরথ পূর্ণকাম পুনঃ আইলেন প্রভু নীলাচল ধাম
The Lord fulfilled everyone's desires and then returned to Nilachal.
So, Lord Chaitanya in his travels, he was giving out Krishna prema really to all the people.
So Lord Chaitanya during his travels was giving out Krishna prema freely to everyone.
And thus all the people's desires were fulfilled.
And thus all the people's desires would fulfill. Chaitanya Bhagavata Antya Khanda 5.124
গৌর দেশে পুনর্বার প্রভুর বিহার ইহা যে শুনয়ে তার দুঃখ নয়ে আর
One who hears these pastimes of the Lord's return to Bengal will never suffer any distress.
This is such a blessing by Vrindavan Das Thakur.
This is a special blessing by Vrindavan Das Thakur.
Lord Chaitanya, in his return visit to Bengal, he satisfied so many people.
Lord Chaitanya, in his return visit to Bengal, he satisfied so many people.
He went to Santipur, to Vidyanagar,
He went to Shantipur, Vidyanagar,
and out to the Ramkeli and Malda,
up to the Ramkeli and Malda.
and Rupa and Sanatan.
And he delivered Roop and Sanatan.
Then he started to go to Vrindavan, but the other stars, and I'm not so.
And then he started to go to Vrindavan, but got as far as Kanai Natshala.
Because so many crowds of people were with him.
So many thousands of people were with him.
And Sanatan Goswami advised that this is not the way to Vrindavan, the thousands of people.
And Sanatan Goswami advised him that this is not the way to go to Vrindavan with thousands of people with him.
So Lord Chaitanya returned to Jagannath. They went to Vrindavan via Jharkhand jungle.
So then Lord Chaitanya returned to Jagannath Puri and then went to Vrindavan via the Jharkhand forest. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.222.
সঙ্গে বলভদ্র সহ প্রভুর কৃষ্ণ অন্বেষণ চেষ্টায় পূর্ববৎ ঝাড়িখণ্ড পথে পুরী যাত্রা। যথা মহাপ্রভু যদি নীলাদ্রি চলিলা নির্জন বনপথে যাইতে মহাসুখ পাইলা।
Translation. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was returning to Jagannath Puri, he passed through the solitary forest and he received great pleasure in doing so.
On his way to the forest, on the way going, he got all the animals to chant and dance.
On his way, when he was going through the forest, he got all the animals to chant and dance.
Since he's the Supreme Personality, he knew the language of the animals and all people.
Since he was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he knew the language of all the animals and people. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.223.
সুখে চলে আইসে প্রভু বলভদ্র সঙ্গে পূর্ববৎ মৃগাদি সঙ্গে কইলা নানা রঙ্গে।
Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happily returned to Jagannath Puri in the company of his servant Balabhadra Bhattacharya. As previously, the Lord performed many pleasing pastimes with the forest animals.
Lord Chaitanya would get the animals to chant,
Lord Chaitanya would get the animals to chant,
which is normally not possible.
which is normally not possible.
So Prabhupada, his language, I see what they understand all that, so that we cannot imitate Lord Chaitanya.
So His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada said that as we cannot imitate Lord Chaitanya,
At least if we get the human beings chant dance,
but at least we can get the human beings to chant and dance. Chaitanya Mangala Shesha Kanda 3.3.1.
নীলা চলে চলে প্রভু হরি সহিয়ায় হা হা জগন্নাথ বলি অনুরাগে ধায়।
In a joyful mood, Lord Chaitanya moved quickly toward Nilachal and with great attachment exclaiming, Ha ha, Jagannatha.
Lord Chaitanya was in ecstasy thinking of Jagannath.
Lord Chaitanya was in ecstasy thinking of Lord Jagannath.
And he was chanting, ha ha, Jagannath.
And he was chanting, Ha ha, Jagannath.
Haribo,
Haribo.
Haribo.
Haribo. Chaitanya Mangala Shesha Khanda 3.3.2.
প্রেমানন্দে চলে প্রভু সিংহের গমনে সংহতি চলিতে নারে সঙ্গের যত জনে.
Translation. Being blissful in Krishna Prema, Lord Chaitanya moved like a lion. He was moving so fast that his associates could not keep up.
Lord Chaitanya was actually racing to Janapuri.
Lord Chaitanya was practically racing to Jagannath Puri. Murari Gupta Kadacha 4.13.21. After embracing Sanatana, Tapan Mishra, and the other devotees to their full satisfaction, the illustrious Lord swiftly set off, eager to see Jagannath Swami.
This is probably go earlier. What? I mean, that's Kāśī. This should probably go earlier.
This verse should have probably gone earlier.
So,
Yeah.
Lord Chaitanya was very merciful with the devotees.
So Lord Chaitanya was very merciful with the devotees.
He embraced them,
He embraced them
and we went to see Lord Jagannath.
and they went to see Lord Jagannath.
But see Lord Chaitanya to be embraced by him
It's a mercy of Lord Chaitanya to be embraced by him.
is incalculable.
It's
Calculable.
incalculable. Thus ends the chapter entitled Bidding Farewell to the Residents of Kāśī under the section Return to Nilachala.
And so we see that in the same way that he came via the Jharkhand jungle,
So we can see that the same way that he came via the Jharikhanda jungle,
getting all the animals to chant and dance,
getting all the animals to chant and dance.
and completely fearless,
He was completely fearless.
where the tigers and the deers were embracing each other,
Where the tigers and the deers were embracing each other,
and nobody was afraid.
and nobody was afraid.
This way, he returned to Nilachal.
And in this way, he returned to Nilachala.
So it's a short class. Any questions?
So this was a short class. Anybody has any questions?
See in the
Zoom?
see in the
Zoom.
Zoom also.
Zoom chat, basically.
Yeah, devotees are kind
Right
of,
in the
Yeah.
in the
We write in the chat.
chat.
the devotees are kindly requested to please post their questions online
Zoom chat.
in the Zoom chat.
Okay. What's that?
Yeah.
The class. Any question here?
Any questions here outside?
Right, we'll pay that. This one,
There's a question.
select it. Select it.
Yes. Dear Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances.
Accept it.
Why does Why does Srimati Radharani not have the same tilak as Lord Krishna?
The question of this verse.
Some question.
That's the artist's interpretation. Have you seen Radharani? Have you compared Radharani and Krishna's tilak?
Yeah, please. Yeah, this one. Guru Maharaj.
Ah! The survey.
Question from yesterday.
Huh?
We have balance questions from yesterday. Can you please answer?
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. How should we make sure we don't offend while preaching to new people? How should we make sure we don't offend while preaching to new people?
I mean, it's not so clear. How do we avoid offending new people?
I mean, it's not so.
I mean, offense is a spiritual thing. And so preaching Krishna consciousness, why would you offend those people?
I mean, offense is a spiritual thing. While preaching Krishna consciousness, how could you offend people?
We shouldn't refer to anyone as, depending on their gender or their race or their color or anything material.
We shouldn't refer to anyone depending on their gender, race, or anything material.
Not people, but encourage people to chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
But encourage people to chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Question: how can we inspire more people to chant and dance as instructed by Srila Prabhupada? Spiritual daughter Yamuneshwari Devidasi. How can we inspire more people to chant and dance as instructed by Srila Prabhupada?
Well, if you chant and dance, that in itself would be very inspiring.
Well, if you chant and dance, that in itself would be very inspiring.
And Harangi Gandharvika, she sent me a video of how they were chanting and dancing.
Gaurangi Gandharvika, she sent me a video of how they were chanting and dancing.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And I think when way inspire people, more people to chant, you would chant yourself.
And I think the way to inspire more people to chant is if you chant yourself.
And naturally by having a group chanting Hare Krishna, and inspire other people to join it.
And naturally by making a group of chanting Hare Krishna and inspiring other people to join in.
I saw in New Orleans, and before the Mardi Gras.
I saw in New Orleans before the
Mardi Gras. Festival. Christians went, we have signs, turn or burn.
Christians went and they had signs, turn or burn.
Such the signs. Accept Jesus or burn in hell.
Such signs were accept Jesus or burn in hell.
I didn't see anybody joining in.
I didn't see anyone joining in.
When we went with a kid down, people were buying roses and throwing at our feet.
But we went with our kirtan. People were buying roses and throwing at our feet.
Some people joined with the kirtan.
And some people joined with the kirtan.
So they see the light. We were performing, singing and dancing.
So they see that how we were singing, performing, singing and dancing. Question. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. Accepted. Why Sanatan Goswami didn't want Lord Chaitanya to go to Vrindavan with many people by Ramya Vrindavan Mataji? Why did Sanatan Goswami didn't want Lord Chaitanya to go to Vrindavan with many people?
So in Amarnath Sala, thousands of people joining Lord Chaitanya.
So in Kanai Nadshala, there were thousands of people joining in with Lord Chaitanya.
But traveling with all these thousands of people was a bit difficult.
Traveling with thousands of people was a bit difficult.
And Sanatan Goswami thought the mood of Lord Chaitanya was to visit the holy place of Vrindavan, a more meditative mood.
So Sanatan Goswami thought that the mood of Lord Chaitanya was to visit the holy places of Vrindavan, more of a meditative mood.
So people following would be disturbing.
So getting all these people following would be disturbing.
Also, since Lord Chaitanya was in Vrindavan, he went to the different forests and visited he uncovered the Radha. He built many holy places.
So since Lord Chaitanya was in Vrindavan, he visited different forests and uncovered the Radha Kunda.
So it seemed that Sanatan Goswami was seeing and having this thousands of people following him would not be very suitable for his purpose.
So Sanatan Goswami thought that thousands of people following him would not be very suitable for his purpose. Question. Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my respectful obeisances. Guru Maharaj, if a devotee offends another Vaishnava to a degree whereby that person will not come to more Krishna conscious programs, how does this affect the devotee? What can we do as the third party? If a devotee offends another Vaishnava to a degree whereby that person will not come to more Krishna conscious programs, how does this affect the devotee? What can we do as the third party?
I don't know exactly what offense keeps someone away from the temple.
I don't know exactly what offense keeps someone away from the temple.
But as a third party, you go and talk to that person, hear them out, encourage them to participate.
But as the third party, you can go talk to that person, hear them out, and encourage them to participate.
And not take this other person's words seriously.
And not take this other person's words seriously. Question. Dearmost Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. Sometimes when invited to take prasadam, it is some diplomatic reason and we understand it is not served out of love. I hesitate to go or take prasadam. It is an offense to prasadam. How to handle this kind of situation? Your spiritual daughter Shanta Gopi Devi Dasi.
We don't take food offered by non-devotees.
We don't take food offered by non-devotees.
If a devotee, then I don't know if there's an ulterior motive.
And if it's a devotee, I don't know if there's an ulterior motive.
If you have something else to do, you can say that.
If you have something else to do, you can say that.
Have something else to do, then where you can go.
If you have something else, if you have somewhere else to go, we can go.
But if you can preach to that person, or you can cultivate them,
The point is that if you can preach that person or if you can cultivate them,
why would a devotee have ulterior motives?
why would the devotee have ulterior motives? Question. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet. Our eternal bonding is with Krishna, and all relationship in this material world is temporary. All knowing that how a girl can convince herself to make a bond with someone which is temporary. Your insignificant Purnima.
That,
Purnima.
Purnima,
Purnima.
what's the question?
Our eternal bonding is with Krishna, and all relationships in this material world are temporary. All knowing this, how can a girl convince herself to make a bond with someone which is temporary?
You see, if one worships Krishna, chants Hare Krishna,
You see, if one worships Krishna, chants Hare Krishna,
reads Bhagavatam, Gita,
reads Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita,
and does other Krishna conscious things,
and other Krishna conscious things,
you can make use of this temporary relationship
you can make use of this temporary relationship
to be Krishna conscious,
to be Krishna conscious,
to help others, help others be Krishna conscious.
to help others be Krishna conscious.
And also, I mean, some people have certain desires,
And also, I mean, some people have certain desires.
so you can regulate these desires and cross over all the obstacles.
So you can regulate these desires and cross over all the obstacles.
I mean, although things are temporary,
Although things are temporary,
they can last for this life.
they can last for this life.
And so if you have a Krishna conscious husband,
And so if you have a Krishna conscious husband,
and you can practice your Krishna consciousness very peacefully.
then you can practice your Krishna consciousness very peacefully.
So it's important that a man finds a woman which is conscious, or a woman finds a man which is conscious.
So it is
Very
important.
favorable.
So it is important that a man finds a woman who is Krishna conscious, or a woman finds a man who is Krishna conscious, who is favorable,
Or at least favorable.
or at least favorable.
Maybe they'll make him a devotee.
Maybe you can make him a devotee.
But some people, I know some women have an overestimation of their ability to make people devotees.
I know some women who have an overestimation of their ability to make someone devotees.
Okay,
Okay?
so I have analysis from
Yes.
Madheshwar Das.
Announcement from Rajeshwar Gaur Prabhu.
Dear devotees,
Wow.
Guruvara welcomes all of you to the Guruvara's virtual table.
Hello.
Very well. Today's quote from GMBT, Srila Prabhupada wrote to beginning of December 1974. I am in due receipt of your telegram dated December 17. Telegram. Srila Prabhupada received a telegram. So, your telegram dated December 17, 1974, reading as follows. Great success. Book sales for weekend of December 13 through 15. Tripuraris BBT party 1,346 big books. Los Angeles 1,002 big books. New York over 950 big books. Atlanta airport over 650 book books in one day. Distribution definitely doubling in USA. This kind of wonderful news is very pleasing to my heart. And I thank you all again and again. I think this is the first time in history that so many religious books have sold so popularly. Keep distributing as many as possible in huge quantities. This is my pleasure. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Haribol. The following devotees, wonderful devotees, participated in the pastime and assisted Guru Maharaj in distributing the books today. Bharat Chandra Channa, Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi, Bharat Nanda, 2 small book. Nirmala Kamala Mataji, wife of Krishnanandan Prabhu from Sri Lanka, 10 Bhagavad Gita on her birthday today. Rajeshwari Pichai Muthu from Chennai, 25 small book. Ananta Anandadesh, 151 Bhagavad Gita. Suvilasi Madhavi Devidasi from Singapore, 29 Bhagavad Gita. Tapas Shai, 1 Bhagavad Gita. Tapta Kanchana Gaura Chandradas, 300 small books. Those who are taking blessings from Guru Maharaj physically here, please put your hands on the glass and fill the glass and bring your head slowly. Otherwise, you'll end up banging your head on the glass.
They made this and they wanted it to.
Yan Jagannath from Tamil Nadu, 1 Bhagavad Gita. Manoranjan Nityananda Das from Bangladesh, 108 Bhagavad Gita. Jyoti Rupa Vasudha Devidasi from Bangladesh, 30 Bhagavad Gita. Gaur Govinda Priya Devidasi from Delhi, 17 Bhagavad Gita. Vishwatosh Rai from Assam, 50 small book. Pranay Deshmukh from Hooghly, 5 Bhagavad Gita. Divya Gauri Krishna Gaidasi from Damodar Deshatra, 6 Bhagavad Gita. Oh, 25th wedding anniversary for Bhadra Balaram Prabhu and Aradhani Radha Mataji. Give a big Haribol. Guru Maharaj says happy anniversary. Haribol.
Yeah.
Vishwajit Dolai from Midnapur for Bhagavad Gita. This devotee is helped to Guru Maharaj in distributing 446 small big books, 383 small books, and in total 829 Srila Prabhupada translated book today. Srila Prabhupada translated book distribution by Jai. This devotee got a special Narsimha Puja in a few hours from now in Sri Tham Mayapur. All of you devotees also bless them by chanting after me, Nitai Gauranga. On the occasion of Sri Narsimha Chaturdasi, Sri Bhakti Vijay Bhagavad Swami Maharaj offered Yajna and Tulsi Archana in your name. Today, during the auspicious time of Abhishek, he did Abhishek in your name and prayed for you. May your addiction and taste increase in chanting the holy name and listening to Bhagavad Gathas. As you know, please pause on this wonderful opportunity of participating in the pastime of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, even if it is a single Bhagavad Gita or just a few small books. Those who are coming to receive blessings from Guru Maharaj, please put your hand on the glass, bring your head slowly, feel the glass so that you don't need to bang your head on the glass.
কৃপা করে যারা আশীর্বাদ নিতে গুরুমাদের কাছে আসছেন প্রথমে হাত রাখুন গ্লাসে হাত রাখুন তারপর আপনার মাথার সামনে আনুন।
जो भी गुरु महाराज से आशीर्वाद लेने आ रहे हैं कृपया अपने दोनों हाथ कांच पे रख के फिर अपने सर को रखिए।
Please pause on this wonderful opportunity of participating in the pastime of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, even if it's a single Bhagavad Gita or just a few small books. Please do WhatsApp Guru Maharaj virtual table anytime at +91 94 34 76 04 02. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Lord Chaitanya class. Thank you for your daily prayers with us. Please join us in offering our deep prayers continuously from Mayapur for His Holiness Jayapada Swami Guru Maharaj's health recovery to full extent swiftly. And of course, our prayers include for those who are celebrating anniversaries today, including Madhra Prabhu. For their well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. Let's pray together. Please chant along with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Today birthday, Krishnanandan Prabhu's wife Nirmala Gowla Mataji from Sri Lanka. Nirmala. Nirmala Gowla Mataji, Krishnanandan's wife, her birthday, Guru Maharaj. Nirmala Gowla from Bangalore, private surgery, Sri Lanka.
Oh, Sri Lanka birthday, Haribo.
Haribo, Haribo. பிறந்தநாள் நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
She's watching. She can
No, Guru wants to blessing that. Here.
Place your hands on the glass, feel the glass and bring your head slowly. अपने हाथ को कांच पर रख के कांच को महसूस करके अपने सिर को धीरे से लाइए, सिर को फटकना नहीं, कांच के ऊपर. Don't bang your head on the glass. Guru Maharaj is getting pain. Guru Maharaj को दर्द होता है जब आपका सिर लगता है तो. Regular.
Yeah, not really.
What's his name?
He's saying me. Before he said me, she said me.
devotees gather you. Guru Maharaj is blessing all of you. Radha Krishna Madhirastu.
Blessings to gather you, devotees.
Krishna Madhirastu.
Krishna Madhirastu to all the gathering you, devotees. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Second time Guru Maharaj. Yes.